Welcome to a brand new series where we are heading to Mexico for FM23, and it's called Rey De Reyes, which means King of Kings, and we are managing Atlas FC. So let's head straight into the game. Okay, then here we are. Atlas Football Club have hired Anders Baz as their new manager for the 2022-23 season. Now, I did a league guide on Sort It Out SI the other week for the Liga MX, the Mexican League, and I found it so fascinating and thought it was going to be a really fun save to do. So that is where I am. I'm in Liga MX. I'm with Atlas, who won the playoff for both the opening and closing half of the season. We'll cover what the structure is in a second, but you can watch the league guide. But they are predicted 12th, as we saw a few seconds ago on the screen. So it's going to be quite difficult to basically replicate the previous season and win both titles. Now, that is the task. We want to win everything, basically. We want to win the Apertura playoffs, the Clausura playoffs, the Campeón de Campeones, the Campeones Cup, the Leagues Cup, the CONCACAF Champions League, and anything else. I don't think we've missed anything, but if we have missed anything, I want to basically win everything with Atlas. And this is what we're going to start our Rey De Reyes save with. I'm not committed to staying with the club for the whole save if needed, but we probably will. We'll see how we get on. Now, a quick look around. Now we've got the game going. As you can see, basically, we are Atlas manager. We're going to go through the tactics in a second. We'll have a look at the supporter profile, though, because it is quite a key one. It's basically a very loyal, passionate fan base here, because we're in Mexico as well. That's a bit of a given as well. But we've got 13% hardcore, 42% core, very little fair weather, barely any corporate, and not much casual either. And we've got a rival with Chivas, which is another side in Guadalajara. So basically that's the support profile. We'll cover all more of the details if we need to in the future. This is the club profile. The media prediction is 12th. So it's going to be a challenge to basically replicate both title wins last season. We've got good youth recruitment, decent youth facilities, 4-star training facilities as well. So we've got good facilities around the club. Reputation is only 3 stars, but basically we should be in a good position to move forward with Atlas. Now this is Chivas, the Club Deportivo Guadalajara, who are on fiercest rivals. They've got good facilities as well. Better media prediction. It's going to be tight to be better than them. But this is our team. This is basically what we need to do. We're starting out the season with a clash against Querétaro, who, if you are not familiar, but if you are familiar, there was a big riot in the last game between Atlas and Querétaro, which has resulted in Querétaro supporters being banned from attending the matches. So that should be an advantage. We're away at their ground, but they've got no fans in, so we shall see how that goes. We've got a clash with Chivas at the end of July. You can see the season starts at the beginning of July. The first half of the season ends on the 1st of October. So in Mexico, it's split in half. There's an Apertura and a Clausura. There's a 17-game regular season for both of them. As we see here on the screen, the top 4 go straight to the quarterfinals of the playoff, then 5th through 12th go into a preliminary knockout round. Then it's straight through 2 legs, all the way through to the final. The winner is the Apertura winner, and there's a Clausura winner as well. There's an average points table for relegation and other bits of qualifications as well. We currently sit 3rd before the season starts. There's only 1 season of data in here because the 21-22 season doesn't count, I don't think, for some reason. Anyway, we'll get to that when we need to get to that. Club vision is basically to make the playoffs, and hopefully we should be able to do that by finishing in the top 12. Should be possible. Right, we will go forward now, have another look through the squad and the tactics, and then get into the first game of the season. And this is the squad, the first team for Atlas. Our top player, our highest ability player, I reckon, is going to be Julio Furch, who's Argentinian, 32 years of age, and he's a striker, and he's pretty good. If we have it there, he's got no caps though, but who cares about that? His attributes are all pretty solid in the mid-teens, those that matter at least. 15 finishing. I think he's going to be a really good goal scorer. He's our best player, according to the star ratings at least. We've got a really solid goalkeeper in Colombian Camilo Vargas as well. He's got 11 international caps. He's been around the block quite a bit in South America, but he is a really good, strong keeper. Again, quite old though, 33. His countryman Julian Quinones is probably our best younger player at 25. He's going to play down the right-hand side. He can also play down the left as well, but he's a right winger by trade. Another Colombian. Got some youth caps, but not made it into the national side just yet. Our best Mexican players are going to be either Diego Barbosa, who's a right back, or probably captain Aldo Rocha, who is central midfielder, 29 years of age. Probably a box-to-box midfielder or a ball-winning midfielder looking at his attributes, but once again, very, very solid all across the board. We'll have a look at Barbosa as well as our right back. Probably going to be more employed as a wing-back. Still in the right-back position, but as a wing-back role. He's good. He's got some good pace going forward as well. Who else have we got of note in the side? We've got Martin Nervo, Emmanuel Aguilera, another central. These are the central defenders in the side. He's on loan at the moment, though, from Club America, I believe. But he is another Argentinian. Basically, you can have 10 non-Mexican born, and that's basically anyone who's not got Mexican nationality in there before their 18th. This is Martin Nuevo, another Argentinian. So 10 non-Mexicans in your 40-player squad, or total of 40-player squad, and you have to have at least 3 Mexicans in the first 11 for every league game. Right, that's the squad. This is the tactics. If we have a look at what we've been doing, we're going to play a 4-2-4, the 4-2-4 attack. And basically, that's what we're going to do. We're going to attack. It's a gegenpress with plenty of different changes around. I'll probably do a tactic video on it like I did with the PSG save as well, just to go into more details on the tactics. But this is kind of the general gist of what we're playing. We're 4-2-4, quite attacking going forward. Going to try and counter-press and basically trigger everything, high lines of engagement and everything like that. We'll cover it more in detail. If you want a tactic video, we'll do one. During pre-season, it started out quite poorly with a 1-0 defeat against the Atlas second 11, but the rest of pre-season went rather swimmingly. So we beat Picudos 6-1, plenty of different goal scorers. 3-1 victory over Regensburg as we were in Germany on a training camp. The second game in that little tour was against 1860 Munich, and we won that one 1-0 as well. Back home, we beat Nacional de Guadalajara 9-0. Again, this is a lower league side. And then we beat Dorados 6-1 as well. And that finished up our pre-season. Out of the players who played well in pre-season, we've also signed Felipe Augusto. He's a free agent. He's a Brazilian. He's been around. He was at Benfica at one point and Braga and Valencia in his younger days as well. But he's a central midfielder. Still only 28 years of age, but doing really well. And hopefully he'll make an impact into our side going forward. So today is the first game of the season. We are away at Querétaro, who don't have any fans in the stands. So it's basically going to be a home game with less fans. But this is the starting 11 we're going for. We got Vargas in goal, Barbosa, Nervo, Aguilera and Reyes in defence, Rocha and new signing Augusto in midfield, with Flores and Manatoas up on the wings, Furch partnered by Ojejo, I'm not sure if that's the right pronunciation, going forward in our attacking line. It's 4-2-4. Let's see if we can win our opening game of the season. Kick off first game of the season. We're away from home, but there's barely anyone in the stands, and it's a corner early on. Rocha whips it in. Augusto can't get on the header, but it's collected nicely by Aguilera, who sends it back to Barbosa. Inside to Nervo, our central defender. Reyes at left back. There's the new guy, Augusto. Hopefully going to make an impact. He's not been with the side more than 3 days. That's a lovely ball over the top, though. And Ojejo! I don't know how to pronounce his name, but Alberto Ojejo has scored, the youngster, inside 3 minutes, and it's 1-0. A dream start for me here at Atlas. But it's a lovely ball over the top. Aguilera finds the runner, and he brings it down one touch, chips the goalkeeper. Lovely, lovely finish into the far corner. 1-0 after 3 minutes have been played. A fantastic start to proceedings, but we're going to go straight back into the next highlight as Querétaro have got the ball into the box. There's a man free at the back post, but it's a good save by Vargas, who pushes it wide, tips it wide at the post, and they've got a corner, though. Rojas is going to whip it in for Querétaro. We have dropped down from top place after 7 minutes, never mind. Cleared just about there, but it's not got rid of. The danger at the back post again, and there's that man Barbona, who should have got a second. He's had 2 very good chances. Their left winger should have put both of them home, to be honest. No wonder their XG is 0.77 from those 2 chances. They've definitely had the better chances so far. That clearance has found no one, though, and Aguilera picks it back up out to Reyes on the left. He's cut inside, but he's going back right round because the left winger has come inside. Ojejo is there, and he's hit the post. It's been pushed onto the post by the goalkeeper, Manatas there, sorry, and then Flores, who's cut inside, the left winger. And it's been, it's gone to nothing. We've had a good chance as well to make it 2 early on. Pushed onto the post. All 5 shots so far from both sides have been on target. Now that's a lie because we've had a fourth. Right, nearly half an hour gone. We'll see when we get another highlight as to what's happening in this game. And we are not long afterwards. A throw-in on the corner flag, essentially, but it's wasted. And it's not actually because Manatos has got there. I need to be able to better pronounce these names. Augusto, back out to Manatos, who was to take it round. He has taken it round the defence. Good ball, back post. Furch! Furch is there with a header. That's his first goal of the season. It will not be his last. Great movement there from Manatos, who's took it round the defence and whipped in the ball to the back post. Furch is there, nods it home. Lovely finish. Great movement here. Takes it round two defenders. Well, he cuts it inside the second defender. And Furch, in a crowded penalty area, has made it 2, and we're not even at half-time. And the highlight has gone straight into another one. It's from the kickoff. Can we stop Querétaro from getting back into this game? It's very quiet here in the Estadio something or other. I'm assuming it's the Estadio something. Anyway, Barbosa has collected that one nicely. Passes it. Lovely calm pass out to Rocha. And there's Manatas, who has had his name pronounced about 5 different ways already. Furch, ball over the top to Okejo. I need to get better. Oh, he's took it round his man and he slotted it home. No, he hasn't slotted it home. He should have slotted it home. But the goalkeeper got a lovely finger on it. And it's just been pushed wide, and it's still. Highlights are coming. Barbosa over a free kick. Can we get a man at the back post? We don't need one, actually, because Rocha has got it there. I should be able to pronounce that one. Barbosa into Nervo. Augusto, the new guy. Furch has dropped deep, and Manatos is through. Surely under the goalkeeper's legs, and it's 3-0, and we are not. Even at half-time, Mauro Manatas has been threatening down this right-hand side all game, and Furch dropped deep. If you can see it here again on the replay, Augusto, Furch has dropped really deep, and that opens up the space for Manatas to run through, and he slots it under the goalkeeper, who has played really well so far today to keep it down to 3, but it's not even half-time. He's not on offside. It's tight, but it's nowhere near. And Manotas with a lovely finish. Their goalkeeper has played a blinder to keep them in it. We have had plenty of chances. As we get to half-time, it's going to be 3-0 to Atlas in my debut game in Mexico, and I'm loving it so far. We've taken a little breather, but we are near the hour mark as Rocha with the free kick. Occasion. Oh, whoa, is that a push? That looks like it might have been a push. He's pointing to the spot. Are we going to think about it? Are we going to consult VAR? We are checking with VAR. One moment, please. It's a penalty. There we go. This is going to be 4, surely. Who is standing over it? None other than Julio Furch, who's going to look to get his second goal of the game. Ocasio was pushed, and he's got it past Aguirre in the Querétaro goal, and it's 4-0. This has been comfortable so far. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but this is going to be easier than 12th. Let's put it. We're going to be better than 12th. Let's put it that way. I don't think Querétaro are a particularly good side, but we're smashing them so far. 4-0. Less than 1,500 in attendance. They're the away fans. Flores with a ball at the back post. Oh, and Manatos with a header there. Or was it Nervo? I'm not quite sure. I didn't spot it, who it was. I was too busy trying to talk about the attendance, which is just under 15,000. All away fans, no home fans in the stadium. Barbosa has that one from the goalkeeper's clearance. Manatos again. Spreads it wide to Flores, winger to winger. Can he get around? He's not got the pace to get around his defence. He doesn't matter. Cuts it back post. Manatos not on the end of it. And it's been gathered. No, it hasn't. He's gone back and collected the ball. Lovely stuff. He's running around everyone. Shoots from range. Hits the crossbar. Or was it denied by the goalkeeper? I'm not sure. But it was very, very close to 5. As we get just past the hour mark, we're going to make some substitutions. And we'll see who is going to come on. So, 3 men off, 3 men on. The new guys on the pitch are Rodriguez, Marquez, and Dominguez at left back. So, Rocha is off, and Flores and Reyes at left side. So, we've got Fresh down the left-hand wing. We'd be more dangerous down the right. So, that's why I've kept Barbosa and Manotas on so far. But here's Idakel Dominguez, a young left back who's just come on the pitch. He's wearing the number 3. Augusto back to Rodriguez. He's new as well. He's on loan, I believe. I'm not quite sure of the squad yet, but Manatos has it. It's cut into the box. He's taking it back wide. Ball in. Furch. It's gone into Furch's head, and that's his hat-trick. His second header of the game. One from the penalty spot. Goal, 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 goal. It's 5-0 to Atlas. There's no riots today because we're smashing them and they've got no fans, so they can't really riot. Furch with a lovely header at the front post makes it 5-0. Not even 70 minutes on the clock. And this is a fantastic performance for a brand new series. If you are enjoying it and you're enjoying the video and enjoying the performance on the pitch, remember to like and subscribe to the channel for more content like this. It's a Rodriguez free kick from range. It's a good save by Washington Aguirre, who pushes it wide. He has been the saving grace of Querétaro today. Without him, we could have been in double figures, but probably not. But Rodriguez with the corner. His free kick was a good one, but it's cleared at the front post by Silva. Nervo collects it, though, back to Barbosa, and that is the end of the highlights. We've got just 10 minutes left of the game, and I think it's safe to say we have won our opening game of the season. And it's cleared from a goal kick by Aguirre, headed back by Nervo. Marquez, who's not been on the pitch too long, has got it in plenty of space in the middle of the park, and he's found Manatos, who with the overlap around him. He's going to try and cut inside. He's not, actually. He's found Marquez, who's into the box. Is that a penalty? No, it's not. It's a good tackle in the end. They're not even going to check it with VAR, but it doesn't matter. We've still got the ball, and we're still going forward. Barbosa, the right back, he can do what he wants now. There's no challenge coming. Marquez, again, tries to find Manatos once more, but he cannot get his run on the end of that pass, but never mind. Querétaro now trying to look for a consolation goal. They've got men over, actually. A lovely, lovely ball there, and it's a good shot, and Edson Ion has scored for Querétaro. It's a slight blip on the performance, but honestly, I mean, they can have it. They had some good chances when it was 1-0, so they probably could have been back in the game if they'd scored this about 80 minutes ago. But never mind, a lovely finish, but it's really incidental. It's 5-1 with 4 minutes left on the clock. We're going to check the offside, but he's not. He's onside. He's well onside. He's been played on by Aguilera there quite comfortably. It's 5-1, and I think we're going to make one last substitution. Santa Maria on for Nervo. But that's it, really. Oh, no, it's not. We've got another highlight in injury time. Augusto has it down this left side. Obviously, I've said we've threatened more on the right-hand side today, but it's inside to Marquez. Rodriguez, the substitute, ball to the back post. Manatos has been the danger man today. If he's not got his man of the match, well, it's because Furch has got 4 goals. Look at that! What a finish. The two men on that right-hand side, Maro Manatas and Julio Furch, if I can get my tongue around their names, have linked up for 5 of the goals today, I believe. They've both been involved in, or at least 4 of them. But that's a lovely ball. He's poor at first touch, but he's brought it down well. He's stolen it back off the defender, found Furch at the front post, who's made it 4 for him, 6 for the team. It's 6-1. I mean, that is a good start to the season if I've ever seen one. Regardless of who we're playing and the quality of their side, 6-1, that's incredible. So throughout the rest of July, we started obviously with a 6-1 victory. We drew at Puebla, at home to Puebla 1-1. Manatos on the score sheet. Furch got another goal away at Necaxa, a 1-0 victory. Then we faced Club America. Furch got himself sent off. It was a very, very good game. We'll have a look at it in more depth here. We ended up 3-2 winners. We had an early goal disallowed. Then we went 2-0 up just before the 70th minute. We had another goal disallowed, and then Furch got himself sent off, a straight red. Then Club America got back in the game. Manassas made it 3-1, but it wasn't done yet, as they got a second goal with 5 minutes to go. And by the end of the 97th minute, when the game finished, we ended up just about hanging on to a 3-2 victory away from home. We were good value for it. And then in the last game we played, we beat Atletico San Luis 2-0 at home. Obviously, Furch missed that one. But this is what the table looks like. We are undefeated so far. 4 victories, 1 draw, 13 points. Level on points with Cruz Azul, who are not our next opponents. We've got Chivas next. There's plenty of games going on already, the earlier kickoffs. But we are top. Chivas are 8th, and that's today's opponents. Obviously, our rivals from Guadalajara. We are the home side in the game. Cruz Azul are currently drawing, so they will go ahead if we don't get a point today. And this is the 11 we're starting. We've got Vargas in goal, Reyes, Aguilera, Nervo and Barbosa unchanged back 4. Augusto and Marquez in for Rocha in the middle. Flores and Quinones rather than Manatos on the right wing. Furch and Ocasio up front are 2 starting strikers for the clash against Chivas. It's Derby Day, and we could really do with a good start. We're 55,000 fans in attendance. But unfortunately, Chivas have got the first highlight nearly 2 minutes gone all the way back to their goalkeeper. It is absolutely pouring it down today. Are we in Guadalajara or England? Well, I'm in England. They're in Guadalajara. Easily collected by Reyes there. Snuffs out that ball. Augusto with a long ball over the top to Quinones, who has brought it down nicely. He's not been pressed. He's found Furch inside, though. And there's a couple of men overlapping on the right-hand side, but we've decided to go back to Nervo. Augusto trying to command things from the centre of the park. He's dropped back a little bit. He's playing that sort of anchor role in midfield to help out the 2 defenders as the wing-backs have gone forward. But Flores has made a fabulous run. Flores has scored! It's 1-0 to Atlas in the Guadalajara derby. Not even 3 minutes on the clock.